Just about time to rock as toe gets ready to meet leather. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. They'll start on the ground. It's Rashad Penny. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard
Again, it's Penny. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack.
It's a 10-yard loss. Brings up 2nd.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Hurts. Complete. Smith has it.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
Here's Hurts to throw. Fighting through pressure. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's Aaron Sipos out now to punt on 4th down. Kevontae Turpin deep for the Cowboys. Taken in at the 22. A solid 12-yard return after the 55-yard punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
First down, and it's Pollard again. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. Give them 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first. Absolutely no trouble moving the ball on the ground on their first 2 plays from scrimmage.
Absolutely. You know what I really like? Same guy carrying the ball in both plays, and what drives me crazy is when a back has a nice run, he taps his helmet to go out of the game. I would want the ball again and again and again because you've established really nice momentum, and now you're seeing the field really well.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
From the 33, here's a 2nd and 4. Going to run again here with Pollard. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. This now a 3rd and 4. Prescott to throw. Swinging this out for Pollard. And he's going to be a yard short. Needed 4, but got 3. Interesting decision here. Opening drive, Charles. 4th and short. You're in field goal range. We'll see what they do.
I just shake a fist at my offense and say, go get it, guys. Because if you can't pick up 4th and short here, we're probably in trouble the rest of the game. Show some confidence. Show some aggressiveness. Go pick it up.
It's a 47-yard field goal try from here, but instead they're going to opt to go for it on 4th down. Prescott from the gun. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have the Cowboys' first down, and he'll get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 4th and 1. We're scoreless after 1. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Pollard going to try the right side, and he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Hassan Reddick coming through with a stop there and a tackle for loss to boot.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
They go back to Pollard on 2nd down. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves them with 3rd and about 6 yards to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't. But he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
And his kick is good. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. Room past the 35. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They will run straight ahead with Swift. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Hurts sets up to throw it. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Throwing is Hurts. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. 1st down.
And this pass rush has really been bringing the heat and has already gotten home a few times here in the 1st half. So how about the play call there? Sometimes if you can't protect, you've got to fool them. Screen passes like that can take a little steam out of what's been a relentless rush so far.
Penny is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Look at the formation. Fullback leads the way for the touchdown. Sort of a long start, isn't it?
It really is, but sometimes when you're able to bring it back and use it against other teams, they're not prepared for it. They haven't seen it in a while, and now you gain an advantage, and we just saw that advantage result in a touchdown.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. Touchdown. Here's Elliott on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. What a play there by Fletcher Cox to get in and knock him down behind the line.
I'm getting the sense that Fletcher Cox is making offensive linemen want to take the week off when they have to play against him.
It's a regular routine for him, isn't it?
It really is. That play there, that's him all day long. Good luck trying to block him and keep him from disrupting your offense.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. It's Nakobe Dean with a pick. And the Eagles are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
Intercepted. The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get enough.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Devontae Smith, 65 yards. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Had the option to hand that one off or run it himself, but instead, a really easy, quick pass.
I like the way they made a decisive decision and got it right to the receiver. One move later, he's in the end zone.
And oh, he clanks it off the right upright, and it's no good.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of it. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. It's Sidney Brown with it. And his crew will take over with the football at the 35-yard line.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
From the gun, it's Hurts. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here. 3rd and long. They're going to look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
It hurts not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it. Looking to throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And it'll be a turnover on downs. A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Michael Gallup, 40 yards. And the Cowboys get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. So that pretty conclusively, I might add, shows you the perils of going for it and not making it on 4th down. 1 play, touchdown.
Yeah, and I've got to put this on the man in charge, the head coach. He made the decision to go for it. To me, when punting was the only decision to make, and it backfired on him in a big way.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead down to 3 at 13-10. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they may just be content to take this 3-point lead and head into the locker room. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Complete to Zacchaeus. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Throw left side complete. That's Smith. Still going inside the 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Devontae Smith as the first half is winding down. And the Eagles will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half, and that'll give us momentum going into the second half. Give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on, and they'll accept that penalty. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. .19 seconds showing to play in the half as they come up here 1st and 10. Prescott. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down.
And maybe that touchdown on the previous drive has re-energized this offense a little bit. They've been kind of sluggish until then, but they're showing signs of life here, and they get good yardage that time and a first down.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Out of the gun to give to Pollard. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. And they'll come up 2nd and 7. Prescott now. And that's complete to Cooks. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Pollard will take it up the gut. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. All in all, pretty manageable deficit, Charles, here as they start this 3rd quarter offensively when you consider the fact that in the first 2 quarters, they had 2 costly turnovers.
I think you laid it out there perfectly, partner. Very tough to hold a lead going into the break if you continue to hand it over on multiple drives.
Yeah, and obviously, Charles, it would be very tough to climb back into the game if those turnovers continue.
I would say borderline impossible. You keep turning it over, I don't know how you make up a deficit.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. He'll end up getting 5 out of them, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 47 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Here's Pollard again. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
From the 46, here's second down and 2. Now a first carry for their fullback. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
They definitely established a rhythm on this drive, moving the ball quite well. And big man with football is an integral part of the whole thing.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Now 2nd and 9. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. That's dumped off to Pollard. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. He's got his line back out of the backfield. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A gain of 32 that time.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
He stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice game. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
And when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
On the give, this is their fullback. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back onto the line of scrimmage. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. But we'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So they need 2 yards here on 3rd down. Remember, they're already 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive. It'll be a handoff to Pollard. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the 1st down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
Pollard is going to go backwards. He'll lose yardage back to the 5. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Good job there defensively to push him back on 1st down. I'm not sure if this is 4-down territory or not because they can kick the field goal and get it back within a score, but you know that's not what they're thinking right now. A field goal has to be their last option. Buying time to his left. And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. It'll go as a sack for a loss of a yard, and now it'll be 3rd and goal. He's certainly one of those quarterbacks that can burn you with his mobility, but that time able to hem him in and get him to the ground. Perfect descriptor right there about how they kept him in the pocket. Excellent job of containment, but they were still able to continue to bring such strong pressure without letting him escape. But how about those guys in the secondary as well? Kept the coverage tight, plastered to the receivers, and left no real options for him to throw it downfield. Prescott on 3rd and goal. And this is going to be incomplete. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays they're going to gain yardage, how would you say, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Hurts. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And out will come the offense as they take over. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, the defense got its job done, forcing the punt. Now the formula pretty simple. They need to find the end zone here. A field goal doesn't help them much.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Here's 2nd down. On play action, Prescott. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. Prescott. Into the hands of Cooks. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. This one, an absolute must. It's 4th and 4. Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Open man, the tight end, Luke Schoonmaker.
Martin, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
It's 2nd and inches at the 33-yard line.
Now 2nd down and a few inches. on second down, it's Pollard. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
This is 1st and 10. Now Dak. He finds his man complete. That's Ferguson. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Now 1st and goal. To throw, Prescott. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
Extra point attempt to follow here. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
That ties the game at 24.
So now after the clutch field goal, he's back out there to boot it away in what's now a tie ball game. Boston Scott on the return from his end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
They're on the 17-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10. On 1st down, Hurts. Pass complete, Goddard. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 8. And defensively, they'll say you can have that. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Here comes 2nd down. 2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts. It's caught on the right side of Smith. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So erase the flag. They decline it.
And did they use the big eraser, or was that the one at the end of the number 2 pencil?
Well, I was thinking the 2x2-inch ones that you can buy and use in addition to the pencil.
And those last forever.
A long time.
No doubt.
A big play looming on 3rd down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going deep for Brown. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't get in. So 4 quarters wasn't enough, and we are off to overtime. Don't change that dime. So the Cowboys going to get the first chance here to search for a winner as we're back underway to start this overtime. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And the Eagles are going to go ahead and take another timeout. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Now a give here to Pollard. And he'll get maybe a couple with that up to the 46.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
It's 3rd and 4. Big play here, trying to keep this opening drive of overtime alive. Here comes the first throw in OT for Prescott. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Here's Pollard. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. The tackle by Nakobe Dean. They've had some success here in overtime with this opening drive running the football right back to that well.
And why not? When you have that kind of success, make them stop you, and until they do, keep going back to that well you just spoke about. I think there's more water there and available to them.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. Now Pollard. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
And they're going with some extra beef up front. They've got to have this one in overtime. It's 3rd and 1. They'll run with Pollard. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. And I know you with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys, poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Here's Dak. Swinging this out for Pollard. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL. Being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Hoping to keep this OT drive alive. Now they face a 3rd and 2. Run for Pollard. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far. And you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. They'll run with Pollard. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Going to run again here with Pollard. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. Now the timeout comes here in the waning seconds of this overtime as we could be set up at long last for a potential game winner. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to at least get them a lead here in overtime. And his kick is indeed good, and they have regained the lead. Now remember, this one is not over, but with the time running short here in this overtime, that could very well be the game winner.
Yeah, remember now, the other team does get a possession, but when the clock runs out, that's it. So that was a well-calculated drive to use up the majority of the clock and leave your opponent with little to no time left.
And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone. Now a first throw here in overtime. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing is Hurts. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. That is caught. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards. They wanted to avoid the dreaded 4th down or having to get a conversion or it being the final play. They picked it up, though, on 3rd.
I love how you described that because we've been in those situations and seen it. If you get to 4th down, especially in overtime, things get a little shakier, don't they? The hands get shaky, right? The throw, if you're going to throw the ball, being able to run it, all of that coming down to one big play. Very nice of them and nice for them to pick it up on third.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and that'll make it second down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Once that ball was popped in the air, you could almost hear the silence, the collective breath being held here in the stadium.
Let's be honest about it. We both came out of our chairs, didn't we? Anytime you see the ball in the air like that, there is that collective rise, the crowd holding its breath, and boy, oh boy, the moment of truth as it comes down. Man, that was something.
Everything magnified here in overtime. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
That's good for an Eagles. First and 10 at the 45.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Second and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. And that's out to the flat for Swift. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
Go Silver, ready?
Again, he'll drop to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 27-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Well, it's a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. They're going to hurry back to the line now. On second down, here's Penny. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, those eyes that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.
Oh, it's intercepted. That'll seal it. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to win this football game here in overtime. A costly mistake here in OT.
And you know what they say, when you throw an interception like that in overtime, you don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to ring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about it. If you throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
But, Charles, a heartbreaking way to lose this game. They got into position for that final play, had a decent look toward the end zone, but ultimately...
Can I talk my... Come on!